How's everybody doing today? Back again with another video for you guys and gals. And now what I have for everyone is we're going to get into our final set of tests with the Smooth Q gimbal. Okay, so here we are today outside on the side porch here, and we're going to get into some stabilization and some camera tests. Okay, in particular, these video clips you're going to see here are focusing on just that, just the video aspects and the stabilization aspects of the Smooth Q gimbal. Now, I am using my completed full new setup here. So we're using the Smooth Q gimbal for stabilization. We got the AD-AI extender pole hooked up as well. And then we are using the mini Manfrotto tripod here in place of the AD-AI tripod, because I'm more part and parcel to the mini Manfrotto tripod. But I do have the Ulenzi adapter on, so I can mount up external microphones. But the outside clips you guys and gals are getting ready to see and hear are going to be done with no external audio. The inside clips are going to be done with external audio. This way y'all can see and hear the differences between onboard microphones and external microphone audio. All right? And also, I'm going to let y'all know which mode I have the gimbal in depending on the test, just so we get that out the way up front. So the three devices y'all are getting ready to see here is one, responsible for the 720p. You're going to see the S7 active, the front and rear facing cameras on the S7 active. So that's a rear facing 12 megapixel shooter and a front facing 5 megapixel shooter. And it's going to be done in 720p at 30 FPS. For the 1080p clips, you're going to see the S6 active, which has a rear-facing 16 megapixel primary shooter and a 5 megapixel front-facing shooter. And for the 4K or 2K clips, we're going to use the Google Pixel XL first generation. That has a 12 megapixel rear-facing camera and an 8 megapixel front-facing camera. Okay? But I want to point out for the Google Pixel XL front-facing camera, the maximum recording resolution for the front is 1080p, okay? But being as we are shooting portions of this video in 4K or 2K, the whole video will be upscaled to the maximum recording resolution of the highest recording device. So you guys and gals will be able to watch this whole thing back in crispy 2K resolution on whatever device you're watching this on, okay? Now that we got all that housekeeping stuff out of the way first, let's dive into these tests. So starting off, I want to give y'all some stable footage here, some stationary stable footage. So I'm just resting it down. What do y'all think? Now let's go ahead and pick everything up and let's do some pans. So we're going to pan from here, boom, all the way through to right about there, bam. And we're going to do this 3 times. So that's 1. Here we go with number 2. Boom. And let's bring it back. And here we go with number 3. Boom. So what do y'all think of the overall stabilization? Let's also pan from top to bottom as well. Now, when you pan from top to bottom, because you're using the Smooth Q gimbal, there's a few different ways you can do it. So depending on the mode that you're in, you can use the joystick. So right now I'm in mode 1. So I could use the joystick to pan down, like so. Or I can use it to pan up, like so. But in mode 1, which is follow mode, you can't use it to pan right and left. To pan right and left in follow mode, you actually have to turn your hand in the direction you want to go. Okay? But if I did want to do full right and left pan, up and down pan, just throw it into mode 2. So one click of the mode button. Now we're in mode 2. So now y'all can see I have full right and left pan with the joystick. And I can also do full up and down. So I can go down 180 degrees. So y'all can see I do have the Comica microphone hooked up, but it's not connected. And I can go up 180 degrees, Okay, we're not going to go that far up though. And I can do a full 360-degree rotation. So y'all can see that right there, full 360 degrees. Okay? That's mode 2. Now, mode 3 is handheld mode, so 2 clicks. And now we're in handheld mode. So all I have to do now is tilt my wrist. And depending on where I tilt my wrist, that's the orientation the gimbal will turn. So if I want to turn right, tilt my wrist right. If I want to turn left, tilt my wrist left. If I want to pan up, tilt my wrist up. I want to pan down, tilt my wrist down. So this is actually my favorite mode on the gimbal. All right? Then the last mode is what I call vlog style mode or selfie mode. And then to get into that mode, it's a triple press of the mode button. So we're going to do that right now. So 1, 2, 3. And now y'all see me. And you can also use it in conjunction with any of the other modes. So now y'all are getting a nice vlog style test with the rear facing 12 megapixel camera on the S7 Active. All right. What do y'all think of this stabilization and this overall audio footage and video quality as well? All right. And then to get out of vlog style mode is just a simple triple click again. 1, 2, 3. And out we go. Right back into what we were before. So again, we're still in handheld mode, but now we got it spun back around. All right, so real quick, rear-facing test with the Smooth Q gimbal. Now I want to do a front-facing camera test, and then we're going to move on to some more tests. I'll be right back. All right, and so now we're testing out the 5 megapixel front-facing camera on the S7 Active. Now, once again, we still have the gimbal in handheld mode, and this is using onboard audio, so no external microphone is hooked up. And this is another 720p clip. So I'm just holding everything in my hands, and we're just smoothly panning from right to left and left to right. Let me know what y'all think of the stabilization on this one. I can also pan up and down by tilting my wrist, which also gives me a wider field of view, or shrinks my field of view. As you see here, if I pan down, you get kind of a wider field of view. If I pan up, you get like a more narrow field of view. So what do y'all think of this overall stabilization and this video quality? All right, and I gotta tell y'all, I'm really enjoying the Smooth Q gimbal, especially now that I got all the accessories that I need to make it work exactly the way I want it to. All right. So real quick front-facing test here. Let me know what y'all think of this. And now let's go ahead and run inside and we're going to do some more testing. So I will be right back. All right, y'all. So now we are back in. And once again, we're giving y'all some more 720p tests here. This time we're indoors and it's still daytime, as y'all can see. In this daytime low light test that we're getting into right here. This time we're testing out the front-facing camera first on the S7 Active in 720p, and we also have external audio hooked up here because we are indoors. Now, I am testing out the Smooth Q gimbal yet again. This time we're using external audio via the Comica microphone, and I do have the gimbal set to handheld mode, which is mode 3. All right. So starting off, we got some stationary footage right here, okay? Now, let's pick everything up. Give y'all some stabilization tests here. So, picking everything up, bringing it down to the same level. What y'all think of this? Smooth this around a little bit, pan it over here. How does that look? Pan it back this way. How does that look? All right. What do you think? What do you think? Let me know. How's the audio? How's the video? How's the overall stabilization? All right. Now let's do a rear-facing low light daytime camera test and stabilization test with the Smooth Q gimbal. All right. I'll be right back. Alright guys and gals, so now I went ahead and I spun the camera around, And I set everything up in more of a traditional style review approach. And here is the daytime low light camera test with the rear facing 12 megapixel camera on the S7 Active and the Smooth Q gimbal. Once again, we are using external audio as well. So let me pan over. This time I have the gimbal set into mode 2. Let me pan over it. Y'all can see it is indeed still daytime. So this is indeed a daytime low light test. Just to show y'all that. Now let me angle it up in a traditional reviewer approach here. So coming back to the center. Make sure that's centered up and let's angle it down. And let me wait till the light is nice and good. So right there. Bam. So if I needed to review something, give y'all a product demo or show y'all something, a tutorial, this is what this would look like. Nice reviewer style angle here. And if I just whip out something to demo for you guys real quick, what do I have in my pocket today? Google Pixel XL first generation. What else we working with? What's in this pocket? Okay. Huawei Y9 Prime 2019. Alright. So just so y'all can get an idea of how this would look, check that out. Let me light up the display. Check that out. Also, let me know how the audio sounds. Let me open this up. Boom. Alright, so this is definitely not the best lighting situation, but if I had to shoot like this, it'll be real easy to set it up. Alright, let's do the same thing with the Google Pixel. So let's open this up. Bam. Opened it right up. Boom. Alright, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? Now what I want to do is we're going to wait till a little bit later on, and I'm going to give y'all a nighttime low light artificial lighting test. Alright? So I will see y'all in a minute. Peace. Alright, how's everybody doing this evening? Back again with another camera test for you guys and gals. And tonight what I have for everyone, once again, we are testing out the Smooth Q gimbal. Okay? This time we're testing it indoors, nighttime, low light, artificial lighting settings here. And this test, we are using the front-facing 5 megapixel camera on the S7 Active to record this. And we are using the Comica V30 Lite shotgun style microphone to record the audio on this one. And we're using the Smooth Q gimbal with the AD-AI extension pole and tripod. And we also got the Ulenzi 3-piece adapter as well. So y'all, this rig is crazy. Cause I actually have, and I'm gonna put a picture up in post so y'all can see this. Cause I have everything set up exactly how I like it. So I actually have both my favorite microphones mounted to the Ulenzi adapter here, and it looked kind of crazy, but but the video quality is good, the audio quality is good, and you know what? I could pretty much use this setup for whatever I need to. So you know what? It looked crazy, but it get the job done. And this way I can produce some of the best content possible for you guys and gals. So this first test here is just a real quick stationary artificial lighting low light test with the front facing camera and the Comica microphone. Now we're going to switch to the rear facing 12 megapixel camera, which is real funny because we're also going to switch microphones as well. And we're going to switch to the 12 megapixel rear facing camera and the Boya microphone. So give me 1 second and I'll be right back. Yo, this is crazy. Hopefully this audio sound real good because I did some prep tests before and it was sounding awesome. So hopefully it sound awesome right now when I'm actually doing the camera sample for y'all. Anyways, let me know what y'all think of this. Now let's switch to the rear facing camera and continue the test. I'll be right back. Alright y'all, so now we are back in. This time we're testing out the rear facing 12 megapixel camera on the S7 Active in nighttime low light artificial lighting settings here. and we are using the Smooth Q gimbal and the Ulanzi extender, okay? And this time we're using the Boya microphone for the audio on this footage here. So if y'all don't believe me, let me show y'all real quick. This is the curly cord for the Comica, right? And right now I actually have the Boya plugged in, so this is kind of just dangling, and I have to tuck it on the Boya microphone to keep it out of the way. So when I angle down here, because we're going to give you a reviewer style angle in a few seconds here, when I angle down, y'all can see what it looks like, and I'll show you the rest of the curly cord. But let me slap this into mode 2, which is joystick mode, so I can just verify for y'all that this is nighttime artificial lighting settings. So y'all can see my shades are closed, but one of my shades is actually broken, so y'all can still see a little piece of the outside window there, and it is indeed nighttime, right? So just want to show y'all that. Let's pan back over. Alright, and now let's pan down and put this bad boy into a reviewer style angle for y'all. So let's pan this down. And there it is. Put this back in mode 1. And let's tilt this over just a little bit. Bam! Alright, so we are all set. And I kid you not, guys and gals, the microphone is literally right here. Like, you see where my knuckle is? The microphone is literally right there where my fingertip is. So this is what, less than a finger length away. And from the table to the microphone is what, 1, 2, 3, 4. So about 4 finger lengths away. So y'all should be getting some really good video footage here. Okay. And once again, this is 720p footage, artificial low light settings. Okay, so let me know what y'all think of the detail on this, as well as the stabilization. Now, this is stationary footage. I do apologize, I haven't been feeling well, and to lug this equipment around, as I said in the full review, it's quite heavy when it's fully loaded up. So when I'm not feeling well, I really try not to move it around. So I do apologize if y'all did want to see a motion test. At least for these ones, it's not going to be motion, so it's going to be stationary. But you can still get an idea of how the stabilization is and how the overall video quality is and audio quality. Okay? So let me know what y'all think. And as a matter of fact, I want to give y'all a real audio test. So we're going to go ahead and play some copyright-free music. That's all I have loaded on my content creation phones is copyright-free music. This way, if the inspiration hits me to make a video, I have everything I need on deck. So y'all can see thumbnail makers, video editors, access to my file manager where I keep the music player so I can pick what music I want to use. Everything is set up. This is perfectly set up for me to make a video. So right now, let's give y'all a real quick audio test with the V30 here. And we're going to test 2 tracks. So let's see. Let's do price tag. And let's max out the volume. Alright, max volume. Here we go. Man, I'm telling y'all, the smartphone speaker doesn't do it justice. When you listen to that track with some real good Bluetooth headphones or some really good cable headphones, the bass on that just hits, yo. Let's do one more track to test the audio. This way y'all get a nice good sound sample. And we're going to pick another bass heavy track. Let's do this one right here. Canada. Wait till that beat drop, yo. Crazy. Woo! that sound good? Alright. Let me stop. Let's not make this test too long. But this, guys and gals, concludes these 720p samples and testing for the Smooth Q gimbal. Now, what we're going to do is a little bit later on tomorrow, we're going to switch to testing area number 2. And I'm going to give y'all the 1080p 30 samples. Okay? That one's going to be out by the pool. And then we're going to do the same testing we did today, just in 1080p. So y'all are going to get some stabilization test footage. Y'all are going to get some outdoor footage, daytime, indoor, daytime low light. And then we're going to finish up with the nighttime low light artificial lighting. And hopefully by the end of these video samples, y'all will get an idea of how the Smooth Q gimbal performs in the different lighting scenarios and how the overall cameras perform when you pair them with a gimbal like this. So I will see you guys and gals in the next test. It's going to be right back for y'all, so I'll be right back. We out of here.